I think one thing with Curl is he's always been underrated about how important he was, especially at Geelong. We had some really big names like Ablett and Selwood and Bartel and Joel Corey, but he was one of our most important because he was probably the toughest guy. Always hit hard when he tackled, worked hard, and always set our standards at the club. So, when anyone talks to me about our successful era that we had at Geelong, his name pops up because he did everything right on the field, but he also did everything right off it. So, he was a really important part to the club having the success that it had.
I can remember the first days down at Geelong. He's just a super competitive fella, and I know when his time finished up at Geelong that he still felt he had a bit left to give, and he had a great year for the Bombers last year, and he's certainly helping those young guys come along, and he's had a fantastic career, 3-time premiership player, and a great leader around the place, so I wish him all the best.
It's funny because Cal said in his first ever interview with the Geelong Advertiser that he wanted to play 300 games, and he turned up the training the next day and he had the whole team laughing at him, and someone actually put up a bit of tape with Jay Kelly under the 300 game players, and I think at that time there was only Sammy Newman, Ian Nankervis. They were the only players at that stage to do it. So it was a bit of a joke, but if he's able to play 300, it's a real credit to him. He's been a professional player and a player that you love going out and playing alongside.
He's the ultimate professional. We obviously got drafted in the same year. And he was the kind of guy that would just do everything right when it come to training. He'd be doing the extras, extra recovery, just doing everything to get himself up every single week.
First and foremost, Cal he's as tough and as hard as you get. He's a contested ball machine. He loves doing whatever he can for the team. He's such a good teammate, such a selfless teammate. But he's got skill too. He's got class. He can kick a goal. He's a good user of the footy. Works extremely hard as well. All of those put together makes you a pretty damn good footballer. And 300 games is probably more than I ever thought, or any of us ever thought we'd play. It's a terrific achievement, and good on him, and hopefully there's still a few more in there. The body's not getting too old yet. 300
for Cal. Again, I played a lot of footy with Cal early on, and he was a great role model growing up. He knew when to have fun, he knew when to take his footy seriously, and he had some great years at the footy club and helped us to those premierships. But the main thing that I remember about Cal was just the balance that he had in his life.